Anna's reputation preceded her across 17 star systems. The Vexkari assassin had 4 arms, obsidian-black exoskeleton, and eyes that glowed like dying stars. She'd eliminated warlords, toppled governments, and once depopulated an entire moon because someone paid her enough credits. Her ship, the Widow's Kiss, was a ghost in the void, silent, deadly, and utterly without mercy. The job on Earth seemed simple enough. Infiltrate, eliminate the target, extract. The human colony was barely 2 generations old, a backwater planet that had only recently joined the Galactic Council. Easy credits. Anna materialized in the atmospheric processor facility just after local midnight, her cloaking field rippling as she moved through shadows. The target, Dr. Marcus Chen, lived in Housing Unit 7B. A scientist who'd discovered something he shouldn't have. Information that certain council members wanted buried along with him. Anna had stopped asking questions about why decades ago. She only cared about how much. She disabled the security grid with practiced efficiency, her multiple hands working in perfect synchronization. The door to Chen's quarters opened with a whisper-soft hiss. Anna's thermal vision painted the apartment in shades of heat, one adult signature in the bedroom, unmoving. Asleep. Perfect. But there was another signature, smaller, moving. Anna's combat instincts screamed as tiny footsteps padded across the floor. She spun, plasma blade materializing in her upper right hand ready to strike, and froze. A human child stood in the hallway. Male, approximately 2 solar cycles old based on her briefing files. He wore some kind of soft sleeping garment covered in images of spacecraft. His hair stuck up at odd angles, and his eyes, those impossibly large human eyes, stared up at her without fear. Anna had killed children before. Not often, but when the contract demanded it. This should have been no different. The child tilted his head, studying her 4 arms, her gleaming black carapace, her predator's eyes. Then his face split into a smile that showed tiny white teeth. "Mama?" he said, and reached up toward her. The word hit Anna like a plasma charge to her central thorax. In all her 143 years, across countless worlds and infinite violence, nothing had ever made her hesitate. She was a weapon. Weapons didn't feel. "I am not your maternal unit," Anna said in perfectly modulated Terran Standard, her translator rendering the words cold and precise. The child, Leo, according to the file, seemed unconcerned with this clarification. He toddled forward, small hands grasping at her lower left arm. His fingers were impossibly tiny, impossibly warm. "Up!" Leo demanded with the absolute authority that only human toddlers seemed to possess. Anna's tactical processor offered 17 different methods to eliminate the witness. Her hands could move faster than human eyes could track. A single strike would... Leo yawned, a huge, squeaking sound, and laid his head against her arm. The Vexkari didn't have a word for what Anna felt in that moment. Her species had long ago engineered out most emotional responses, considering them tactical liabilities, but something ancient and terrible stirred in her chest. Something that predated genetic engineering and neural conditioning. "Your parental unit is deceased," Anna said quietly, scanning the bedroom again. The thermal signature wasn't sleeping. Dr. Chen was already dead, eliminated by someone who'd gotten here first. A setup. She'd been set up to take the blame, with the witness, this child, left alive to identify her. Leo mumbled something incomprehensible and gripped her arm tighter. Anna's mind raced through scenarios. Leave the child, complete the extraction, collect payment. But the council would send cleaners. They always did. And human children, she'd learned from her briefing, required near constant care. This one wouldn't survive until morning. "This is tactically unsound," Anna muttered. Leo looked up at her and smiled again. "Mama." Humans, Anna had read, were the galaxy's newcomers. Barely a century since first contact. They'd brought nothing particularly special to the Council, no unique technology, no strategic resources, but they'd brought something that scientists were still studying: an ability to form pack bonds with seemingly any species, an irrational, illogical capacity for affection that defied all evolutionary sense. Anna had always dismissed it as primitive emotional incontinence. Her ship's AI chimed in her auditory implant. Extraction window closing, local security responding to the facility breach. Acknowledged, Anna said. Then, making a decision that would haunt or save her, she carefully lifted Leo with her lower arms. He weighed almost nothing. "We're leaving." "'Kay, Mama," Leo said, already half asleep against her chassis. Anna engaged her cloaking field and moved through the facility like smoke. Her sensors picked up the incoming security teams, the Council cleanup crew already in position. Someone had wanted her dead, wanted the human colony to blame the Vex-Kari for killing one of their own. But Anna was the galaxy's most feared assassin for a reason. She didn't die easy. As the widow's kiss broke atmosphere, Leo woke up crying. Anna, who had never felt panic in combat, felt something close to it now. "Cease your distress vocalizations," she commanded. "Hungry," Leo whimpered. Anna stared at him. She'd stored thousands of tactical protocols, memorized the weak points of 400 species, mastered 93 forms of combat. None of it had prepared her for this. "Humans require sustenance every few hours," her ship's AI noted helpfully. "I am aware of basic biology," Anna snapped. She accessed the galactic database, searching desperately. Human nutritional requirements, human childcare protocols, human... Leo reached up and patted her face with one sticky hand. "Mama nice." And there it was again, that terrible ancient feeling. Anna pulled up star charts, searching for systems outside Council space, fringe worlds, places where a Vex-Kari assassin and a human child could disappear. It was insane. It was tactical suicide. It was... "Mama sing?" Leo asked hopefully. Anna looked down at the small human who'd somehow weaponized innocence itself, who'd done what entire armies couldn't, made her care about something other than the next kill. "I do not sing," Anna said firmly, but as she set course for the outer rim, her vocal synthesizer hummed something approximating a Vex-Kari lullaby, something she hadn't heard since before the military took her, before they turned her into a weapon. Leo smiled and closed his eyes. The galaxy's most feared assassin adjusted her course and decided that some contracts simply weren't worth completing. Not when a tiny human had just redefined her primary mission parameters, not when someone called her Mama.